Thank you so much for coming and welcome. My name is Teresa Devine, and I am an artist, a game designer, and a professor. And so I have put together these lessons in order to help people learn how to make a living off of their artwork or their game design work and be able to leverage their own creativity for their own purposes of making a living. This is Bill Lederer. He was my mentor when I worked for him at Socrates.com. He also started Art.com, which I'm sure you're very familiar with. So he took an interest in my dreams when I worked for him. And at the end of the week, he would give me a little lesson on how to start up my own game design studio. So the first thing that Bill Lederer taught me is that as the CEO, you're setting the tone and defining the direction of your company. He said that what you want, what you think, and what you value absolutely, positively matters. So one of the most important things a CEO does before anything else is to become self-aware. So this resonated with me as it was nearly the same lesson that I learned in graduate school from one of my professors, Gail Stack. The way she put it was, I started out wanting to be an expert, but really all I did was become an expert in myself. This is the workshop part. Self-awareness exercise number 1. You need to draw a timeline of your life. So what I'd like you to do is stop this video right now, pick 5 things that happened in your life that were defining, and make a list down one side of the paper. On the other side of the paper, once you get that done, for each of the 5 events that happened in your life, describe what value that event prompted. What you're doing is you're clarifying your values to yourself. So during the meetup session, what we did is a breakout section. So go find somebody, ask for feedback, write down the notes about the feedback that you received. What did you learn about yourself? And did you have any distortions of yourself that others do not see? On to self-awareness exercise number 2. What bothers you about other people? Make a list of 5 times of something that really, really bothered you. And go ahead and put that down one side of the sheet of paper. For each of the 5 things, then list what was the emotional limitation that that event prompted. That's your emotional kryptonite. You need to be aware of it. Again, during our meetup session, we did a breakout. And go find somebody and ask for feedback. And remember, take your feedback well. Whenever you get a constructive criticism from someone else, it's a gift. Write down the notes about the feedback that you received. What more did you learn about yourself? And what sorts of limits do you have for the behavior of other people? Once you've done that preliminary work, it's time to move on to vision and a mission statement actually is, and what's the difference? So let's begin with the vision statement. What a vision statement does is it describes the desired future or impact of your company. So you ask yourself, what is the world as you see it after your company? What effect will you have on the community, locally and nationally and internationally? So here's a little exercise. The game company Double Fine. What is the vision statement here? Take a moment, stop the video, and see if you can figure out from these quotes from their About page, what exactly is their vision? What is the world as they see it after Double Fine? What effect will Double Fine have on the community, locally, nationally, and internationally? Okay, self-awareness exercise number 3. Using your self-awareness exercise results, answer these questions. What is the world as you see it after your company? What effect will you have on the community, not only locally, but also nationally and internationally? So what then is a mission statement? It's an action-oriented sort of statement. It declares the purpose of your organization and what that purpose serves to its audience. It includes a general description usually of the organization and its function and its objectives. It defines the organization's reason for existing and its outlook for internal and external audiences. What is your company's purpose for reason or existing? What are your company's objectives? And what are the actions that your company will take to reach those objectives? What approach will you take to implement those actions? And how will your actions serve your audience? Those are your important questions. As an exercise, let's look at Valve. What can we tell from these quotes about Valve's purpose or reason for existing? What are their objectives? What are the actions they will take to reach those objectives? And what approach will Valve take to implement those actions? And how will Valve's actions serve their audience? Go ahead and stop the video here and answer those questions. Okay, so now it's time for exercise number 4, applying your self-awareness. So using your self-awareness exercise and the vision statement results, answer these questions. It really helps to answer them in order. What is your company's purpose or reason for existing? What are your company's objectives? What are the actions that your company will take to reach those objectives? And what approach will you take to implement those actions? And ultimately, how will your actions serve your audience? So what we did at this point in the meetup is we had people share their vision and mission statements. So thank you all for coming, and thank you all for being here on my YouTube channel. The next meeting is February 28th at 2 to 4 p.m. Arizona time. And you can go sign up for that on the meetup. And the subject will be get to market. But okay, great, which one? And so this is going to be a breakdown of understanding the markets for games and helping people understand, which market is more appropriate for the work that they want to do. Looking forward to seeing everyone growing their own art studio or their own game design studio, making a living, following their dreams.